Today I'm going to tell you all about how I decided to ride my bike from San Luis Obispo to Ventura. What you're seeing here is my bike and gear setup, which weighs about 50 pounds total, which includes 3 liters of water. From San Luis Obispo we head out on Price Canyon Road, which takes us to Pismo Beach. The roads in this section of the ride were fairly low traffic and had good bike lanes. The next two photos are from my favorite stretch between Arroyo Grande and Nipomo. As you pass through Nipomo and get closer to Santa Maria, there are two Mexican food trucks near the underpass that I seriously thought about stopping at. They did look good. Passing over the Santa Maria River, we have a separated bike lane on the side of the 101 freeway. You then continue along the Santa Maria River on the Levee bike trail for a few miles, which is very scenic. Continuing on some back roads, we end up in the town of Gary, which is so small it's not even on Google Maps. If you're there on a weekday, I suggest stopping at the deli. They have some good sandwiches, and the people that come in are interesting. Continuing past Gary, you end up on Fox and Canyon Road in the heart of Central Coast wine country. This is a great low-traffic road with amazing scenery, and tons of wineries if you want to stop at them. Fox and Canyon is a gentle uphill for most of the way until you get to the summit, at which point the road gets very smooth and you have a nice descent into Los Olivos. I decided to ride straight through Los Olivos and stop in Santa Ynez instead. There's a nice grocery store there that sells some pretty nice deli food. I got some prime rib. At this point, I was only 10 miles from Refugio State Beach, but I still had to go over Refugio Pass via Refugio Road. Calling it a road is honestly being pretty generous. There are lots of washouts and landslides that you have to hike a bike over. It's about 4 miles of on and off hike a bike. In total, it took me about 2.5 hours to go 10 miles. Reaching the top of Refugio Pass, you get some amazing views of the channel. You could probably see Santa Rosa and San Miguel Islands if it wasn't so hazy. The descent down is a choppy, paved road, but fun nonetheless after what you just went through. Getting into the state beach is easy if you're on a bike. You don't need any reservations, and for $10 you can get a beachfront campsite. Oh, and they also have hot showers. Once at the campsite, I decided to relax with a nice beverage I bought at the grocery store in Santa Ynez and watch the sunset. Leaving Refugio in the morning, Ride with GPS wanted me to ride down a closed bike path, but fortunately, at the point where it was closed, I was able to just ride on the beach because it was low tide and there was plenty of packed sand. So I rode between Refugio and El Capitan State Beach on the beach, which was cool. You come across a section of separated bike lane, followed by a 6-mile unavoidable stretch of freeway. There was a Costco food court along the way too, so I stopped there for lunch. The route took me through UCSB campus and through Santa Barbara, mostly on separated bike paths, which was nice. You end up on the Santa Barbara bike path on the waterfront, and then on frontage roads between Montecito and Carpinteria.